Using AI in tax preparation is becoming widespread, but not for good reason. It's leading to errors serious enough that accountants are sounding the alarm. Let's talk about it. Welcome back to OBP Connect. I'm Bea, and this is the official offshoring podcast brought to you by Offshore Business Processing, where connections meet solutions for your success. We hope everyone is having a great year so far. We're kicking things off with a new rendition of the OBP Connect podcast, complete with segments that will help us dive deeper into our topics and learn more about our guests. But more on that later. For now, this episode is a strong start to the year because we're going to explore the impact of AI in filing taxes. We're in the middle of tax season right now, prepping for tax day as it's nearly approaching. So this is the perfect time to talk about what's new about it and what we should be wary of. But of course, this is a topic I can't cover alone. Our guest for today's episode is Ms. Carlota. She's a senior finance and accounting manager at OBP. She has worked here for 11 years and accounting has been her expertise throughout her entire career. So welcome to the show, Ms. Lot.
Thank you for having me, Bea.
Now, I know our listeners would love to know more about you and your work. So for our first segment, it's time to fast track and fire away. I'll be asking 5 quick questions about you and your work and just say the first word or phrase that comes to mind. Ready, Ms. Lot?
Yes.
Alright, so favorite part of your job?
Numbers.
Hardest thing to explain about what you do?
Taxes.
Most common misconception about your role?
Boring.
A part of your work that really tests your skills?
Reconciliation.
Most important task in your role?
Financial statements.
And that's fast track. Thank you so much for those speedy answers. It really helped us get a peek into what you do. Now that that's out of the way, here we are across the desk, so let's hear it. As mentioned earlier, AI is infiltrating many fields of work, which includes accounting. But firstly, can you walk us through what really goes on processing taxes?
Okay, so I think the best way to answer that is to explain the 2 types of taxes we process in OBP. First is the withholding taxes of the employees. This is very straightforward. We consider the taxable earnings of the employees such as their basic pay, overtime, night differential, things like that. And government contributions are then deducted from their earnings. Then, net taxable income depends on the tax bracket you belong to. So once calculated and deducted from your salary, we remit it to BIR and that's it. You've already paid your taxes as an employee. Okay, the second type is the business taxes, which is more complicated. It has different types such as monthly and quarterly VAT, expanded withholding tax, final withholding tax, fringe benefits, and corporate income taxes, to name a few. There are also different due dates and different sources to come up with the computation of tax dues.
I see. That sounds like a lot. So given those 2 types of taxes, what do you know about AI right now when it comes to processing them?
I mean, there are tools available in the market that can help you process not just taxes, but the financial statement as a whole. One of which we are using since 2024 is the Oracle NetSuite, which is a cloud-based ERP system. That's what I know considering all the transactions that we are doing in the company. And it actually helps because it speeds up the process.
Oh, how come?
Imagine from a very tedious manual method of reconciling accounts to using its tool of matching bank data. It can help us verify the accuracy and check the completeness of our accounting records. Aside from that, the real-time visibility of your financial records is always available.
I see. Sounds like it does have some technical benefits. What are the cons we're navigating then?
Well, despite the benefits of speeding things up, the main concern would be the risk of exposure since the system is cloud-based. Data privacy might not feel fully secure because exposure risk can be unclear when it's handled by someone who is not an expert in accounting. So privacy really matters to us.
But on a technicality, it still helps.
Yes, like with some tasks that we used to manually do, such as data entry.
That's interesting because from what I'm getting, although these advancements have their caveats, it's still something we consider and want to be aware of to be as efficient as we possibly can.
Of course, it just comes down from the right people using it.
Yes, this is something OBP believes in. It's our people that ensures whatever it is that we use is truly effective and done right. In fact, we have a recent brochure that summarizes more of what goes on into the accounting services that we offer beyond just processing transactions. You can visit our website at offshorebusinessprocessing.com and get this guide for free under our resources page. Now, let's get specific. Case in point. Real scenarios, real answers. So for you, Ms. Lot, do you think AI could do your job in the next 5 years?
I don't think AI can fully replace me. Yes, it's a tool to effectively manage my task by eliminating manual data entry, reconciliation, invoice, job billing, bills processing. I believe AI can do that, but you will still need a real accountant to review the accuracy, especially on legal compliances and strategic decision making. We're the ones providing the reliable judgment and ethical interpretation that people need to actually process data from the AI. That's the crucial job of an accountant.
So specifically, legal and strategic judgment is what separates us.
Yes, AI is not quite there yet to make the right decisions considering these nuances.
Okay, let's get into that nuance and put this in a case scenario. Let's say I'm a small business owner. I've got payroll and a stack of receipts in different formats. Walk us through what actually happens behind the scenes when you versus an AI process taxes for someone like me.
Okay, you're a business owner and you have, let's say, 5 to 10 members working for you. And then there's a few receipts and invoices from your sales and expenses. The accountant and the AI can actually process the salary of your staff, gather invoices and receipts, calculate and file the taxes. Both humans and AI, if developed well, can do that. However, the interpretation of your financial statements, whether you are earning or losing, which areas you need to improve, which expenses you need to reduce, and how you can save, I don't think AI can do that. It should still come from a professional opinion of an accountant.
Right, that paints a clearer picture. Because although AI can do things, that's not the end of the story.
Yes, after all that data, what's your next step? Those complicated answers will vary greatly.
Makes sense. Let's entertain the idea though. In the case that AI prevails and improves, how do you see your role changing in the next 5 years?
If AI continues on, I can foresee the role of accountants focusing more on reviewing and auditing outputs rather than recording in books. We'll focus more on strategic planning and advising clients using the data extracted from the work of an AI.
I see. That makes total sense. More time to do actual high-value support. Then could you share with us what specific roles in accounting and their finance are difficult for AI to replace?
Definitely the high-level accounting roles like auditors, strategic planners, and advisors would be difficult to replace.
Oh, really?
Yes, because what they do requires regulatory expertise and continuous training and upskilling, areas where human accountability matters.
That's actually an excellent point, Ms. Lot. This is where offshoring delivers real value because OBP focuses on screening, training, and retaining top talent so that clients don't just get any other employee. You'll get one with consistent quality and deep expertise. This approach builds true collaboration and long-term impact for your business. To learn more, visit offshorebusinessprocessing.com and explore our services page. We're reaching the end of our first insightful episode. So what's the next step moving forward knowing all of this? Let's wrap up with a sign-off. Ms. Lot, in a world where AI is becoming increasingly normalized, what's your take on humans still being irreplaceable?
Well, humans are still irreplaceable in terms of the high-level analysis. To be honest, I'm privileged to join the workforce where I was able to experience the manual process, the use of computers, then shifting to softwares and systems, to then now in generation where AI is widely introduced to be part of our work life. With all those different adaptations, I think it's safe to say that at the end of the day, these are all still tools for us to just speed up our repetitive tasks. After the outputs are produced, financial statements, and that's when AI cannot decide. AI lacks judgment, high-value analysis, and reliable interpretation for financial data.
What then would be your tips and advice to companies that are curious about trying AI to process their taxes?
My advice for companies is you can consider using AI to handle high-volume and repetitive tasks, but there should still be a human accountant behind it who can actually understand their business as a whole. So, really just leave professional judgment and decision to actual professionals. That's it.
What a wonderful way to put it. Leave the professional stuff to actual professionals. I think that wraps it up. Thank you so much, Ms. Lot, for sharing your insights. And thank you everyone for listening. You can follow Offshore Business Processing on LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube for more industry insights. And for more information on our services, just visit offshorebusinessprocessing.com. This has been OBP Connect, where connections meet solutions for your success.